Adventures of the Super Sons issue 12 sees Rex Luthor succeed in his plan in trapping the Super Sons in the Hypercube and sucking the energy from his Injustice gang, turning the cube into his ultimate weapon. In the cube, the Super Sons find themselves in a white void. John knows that the rules of time and space don't exactly apply to this prison, but since it's another prison, they can try and break out of it like the last one, but they are knocked back as they try and smash their way through the white walls. A being of cubes manifests itself in front of them and calls itself the Cube. It knows the boys want answers, saying that it was formed at the beginning of time and its purpose was unknown, but it experienced many things from across the universe, like civilizations rising and falling and the devastation and hope that surrounds the universe. Seeing these made it yearn for its own story, where it could have one written about itself and not just experience others. Years passed as it sat in Superman's fortress, and there it began to weave its own story with its power, creating life in its own reality, where Rex Luthor and Joker Jr. lived, a world modeled after their world that the Cube experienced. The Cube didn't anticipate Rex, who broke free from the guardrails the Cube put in place and began turning evil, turning others as well and wanting more. Rex's first goal was to steal the Cube back, even though he didn't know exactly why at the time. The Cube says that the Super Sons' intervention wasn't planned, but they have been the only thing stopping Rex from using him as a weapon. Robin says that despite none of this being real until Rex thought of it into reality, people still died along the way, like the puppeteer. The Cube says that that was not its intent and he could only observe Rex and couldn't intervene in anything. Superboy wonders if the Cube can bring the puppeteer back, and the Cube says that they can, and John says that they can use him to get out. The puppeteer reappears instantly and John takes all of his gadgets, asking Damian if he can use his tech to get them out, and Robin says he definitely can. Back in reality, Rex is suddenly taken over by Robin, who is using puppeteer's tech to control the villain from within. He uses Rex to drop the cube and press a button on his suit, teleporting the Super Sons and the puppeteer back to reality. The heroes attack Lex, who is unconcerned with losing the cube since he is more powerful enough to destroy both of them. Rex's missiles hit Superboy as Robin tells him that he's got an idea but needs time. Superboy gives it to him, fighting Rex while Robin retrieves the cube, asking the cube for its help. He activates it as he attacks Rex, and with Rex down for the moment, Robin tells Superboy to hold the cube with him and concentrate on all of the things that they have done together and experienced over the last months. As Rex returns, the boys activate the cube and it begins sucking in Rex. Inside the cube, all of the things the boys have ran into across their adventures have manifested in the cube, led around by the cube itself, which shows them what they can create inside of it, like jails for baddies, which Rex is already locked in. The boys and the puppeteer are suddenly teleported back to the Fortress of Solitude, where they know the cube sent them after trapping Rex. John reseals the cube back in its glass chamber, knowing it's got all of their memories of their adventures to distract it for some time. The boys leave, taking the puppeteer with them, and as they argue about who taught John to fly, they also talk about the summer of Super and how they are ready for a full summer of adventure. The boys sneak back into Wayne Manor, utterly exhausted from their adventure, and they head to bed, only to find Alfred, who presents them with their school uniforms, as summer is over and it's back to school. The boys are upset they missed summer, but get ready for school as elsewhere in the cube, the elderly John and Damian finish their story with their grandkids. The grandkids wonder if that's all the adventures, and John says that sometimes stories end, and that's the actual point of them. But the kids say that sometimes they don't, and that they are just lazy and won't tell them more. John relents and gets ready to tell them one more story, but they need to be ready because the Super Sons' next adventure was a real doozy. Adventures of the Super Sons issue 12 ended the Super Sons' latest adventure and book in a somewhat rushed yet kind of satisfying way. One thing I didn't really like about the book or think was very good was the kind of Deus Ex Machina of the cube, which just suddenly revealed itself to the boys as being sentient and watching them this whole time and wanting to help them this whole time, could solve all of their problems literally at the touch of a button. It would have been cool if there were hints throughout the series that the boys didn't realize were from the cube until this issue, when they begun piecing it all together when confronting a cube, but there really wasn't anything like that. I did enjoy the action adventure feel of the book, and all the action was really great, and the open-ended nature of the book. I just feel like the cube reveal could have been done maybe 2 or 3 issues ago to prevent a kind of rushed ending. Everything kind of felt rushed this issue. I'm going to give this issue a 7 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.